Hey, how are y'all? Welcome to Only Real Newscast, the realest show on TV where we keep it real and only tell the truth. I'm Nick Pride. These are my two co-anchors, Will Helms and Drew Milley. We are back-to-back winners of realest show on TV. We've had anybody from famous athletes, musicians, even the president on our show. But today we are discussing Democratic presidential nominee Bernie "Phil Sanders and some of his most recent comments. First issue we will address that which Bernie said is that all new income goes to the top 1%, and then later went on to say in his speech that the lower class is working longer hours than the upper class. But we here at Only Real News have looked into this and further found out the truth. And that according to Gallup, the bottom 99% works on average 47 hours a week. This goes along with what Bernie Sanders said, saying about how the lower 99% works longer hours than what they used to, as what they used to be. It was the average 40-hour week. But according to New York Times, the upper 1% is working three times more likely than the lower 99 to work a 50-hour week. So in regards to the fact that the upper class works shorter hours, Sanders was talking total BS. Now in regards to the issue that all new income goes to the top 1%, the top is just getting richer, we found that according to CNN, the 80 richest people in the world have the same wealth as the poorest 3.5 billion people. So in regards to this statement, Bernie Sanders was keeping it 100 and telling the truth. Second statement we'll pick apart that Bernie says is that we should not be paying by far the highest prices for drugs in the world for prescription drugs at a time. And the top three drug companies are making about $45 billion in profit a year. We have further researched that and found, according to CNN, Bloomberg, and Wall Street Journal, that the U.S. does pay more than any country for prescription drugs. And that according to Alternet, the top three drug companies do make $45 billion, and the top 11 made $85 billion in profit. Once again, Mr. Byrne was keeping 100.
Medicare for All single-payer program, which will not only guarantee health care for all, but will save the average middle-class family $3,855 to $5,173 annual health care costs, is Bernie's third claim. Rates can vary from year to year. Take the Stafford loan, for example, the most common federal student loan. The interest rate was as low as 3.37% in 2002 to 2003. As high as 8.25% in the mid-1990s. Since 2006, Stafford loan interest rates have been capped at 6.8%. Although Sanders cites 2 to 3%, 30-year-long loans have never been as low as 2%. The lowest they ever got was 3.35% in the late 2012. It's unclear whether Sanders would eliminate deductibles and copays. These costs currently exist under Medicare.
Just read it.
Go ahead.
Bernie's third claim is Medicare for All, single-payer program which will not only guarantee health care for all, but will save the average middle-class family $3,855 to $5,173 in annual health care costs. Rates can vary from year to year. Take the Stafford loan, for example, the most common federal student loan. The interest rate was as low as 3.3% in 2002 to 2003, as high as 8.25% in the mid-1990s. Since 2006, Stafford loan interest rates have been capped at 6.8%. Although Sanders cites 2 to 3%, 30-year-long loans have never been as low as 2%. The lowest they ever got was 3.35. In the late 2012, it's unclear whether Sanders would eliminate deductibles and copays. These costs currently exist under Medicare, and his 2013 bill makes no mention of changing the system. So when employers stop providing insurance and are required to pay into single-payer, less money will be available for paychecks. With this adjustment, the average family would save only $505 to $1,823 a year. Like a free lunch, of course, there ain't no such thing as free health care.
And we will deduct that as slight BS from Sanders.
Now, Bernie's fourth claim is interest rates on undergraduate loans will drop from 4.29% to just 2.3%. You can see just how varied the rates are from year to year using the Table B5 in the 2013 Congressional Research Service Report. Take the Stafford loan, the most common federal student loan, as an example. Interest rates were as low as 3.3% 2002-2003, and as high as 8.25% in the mid-1990s. Since 2006, they have capped at 6.8%. Although Sanders cites 2 to 3%, 30-year-long loans have never been as low as 2%. Lowest ever got was 3.35%. There's no such thing as free lunch.
So we concluded that Sanders and his fourth claim was total BS.
His fifth claim is women working full-time only earn 79 cents for every dollar a man earns. African-American women also earn only just 64 cents of every dollar a white male earns, while the figure of Hispanic women is just 54. The average full-time worker female only makes 79 cents for every dollar a man makes. This number are even lower for black women, which is 64, as I stated earlier. These numbers are even lower than for Hispanic women, who make 54 again. According to the Institute of Women's Policy Research, closing the gender gap wage would grow the U.S. economy by 3 to 4%. Bernie quotes, "It is not a radical idea. It is an American idea that if somebody works 40 hours a week, that person should not be living in poverty." Brothers and sisters, we are talk about fair wages. I hope every man in this room will stand with the women and fight for pay equity for women workers. This is no rational economic reason why women should earn 78 cents on the dollar compared to men, and that has got to change. Bernie was alright during this comment, but it's a little shaky because it's not completely true. His last claim was increasing the minimum wage to $15 an hour would significantly boost the wages for more than 15 million women and help close the gender wage gap. Increasing the average minimum wage to $15 an hour would hurt the very people it was meant to help. Bernie quotes, "Look, the truth is, yes, you may end up paying a few more cents for a hamburger at McDonald's," Bernie said, "but you will be if you're not that worker going from $8 to $10 an hour to $15 an hour, you are going to be a lot better off. And I'll tell you something else. We have 47 million people living in poverty today. So this would increase the inflation rate, and that would transfer the money to one person's pocket to another person's pocket. So no one is winning from this claim. And it's helping our economy, or it's negatively helping our economy badly." This claim is total BS, and he should not have said it.
Thank you for that, Will. And that was our final quote from Sanders. Now we're going to take a quick look back on where he stands with our pie chart here. And we've come to the conclusion that Bernie Sanders was lying 57% of the time, 43% of the time was complete and total BS, and but at least he did tell the truth the other 43% and kept it 100, 29% of the time. Thank you for joining us here at Only Real News. Hope to see you again.